I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys, and I see you guys struggling how to create an LLC. Talking about trying to, hire somebody, hire a lawyer and stuff like that. Don't do that. It is super easy and it's super simple. I'm an idiot and I created 6 of these already. It takes like 15 minutes. I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to do it, and you'll see exactly how I do it, and it is so simple. There's nobody you need to pay for, but there's no special website. You just go to your state website. It's a government website, and just fill a couple of questions and you're done. Now, hey, if you're rich and you have money and you just want to spend it, go ahead. But that few $100, that's a lot of money. There's a lot of things you can do for a few $100 that you're going to spend to pay someone to do this. So if that helps you out and you like it and I'm saving you money, I think that's worth at least a like button or subscribe. All right, a few disclaimers before we get going. One, like I said, I'm an idiot. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a CPA. So it's all legal advice, talk to your CPA, by all means do it. This is not the end all on how to create an LLC. All right, so first you go to Google and just search create LLC. So the first thing you can see is LegalZoom, all these sponsor things. Like I said, don't pay these guys. The second thing you should see is probably your state. So I'm in Illinois, so I'm gonna create this in Illinois and show you guys how to do it. So you can see, and it says forming LLC, instructions on it. I'm gonna skip all this. A couple of questions you guys asked me about whether you should do a series LLC or regular LLC. If you guys don't know the difference and you're wondering, chances are you just want a regular LLC. 90% of people just create a regular LLC. Your series LLC is essentially you creating multiple LLC, right, under one kind of entity. Liability wise and stuff, it doesn't give you much protection because you're still under kind of one LLC. The only time I've seen someone do this that was worth it was when I worked with one CEO and he had a biotech company. Each series of the LLC was basically a separate drug, and he was just selling off, instead of selling off the drug itself, he would just sell off that portion of the company, or that LLC specifically. That's the only reason I can see you need something like this. If you're trying to sell off a portion of the business, you just want to sell off that entity to make it easier for you. Other than that, I would create a regular one. And as you can see, there's actually a difference in fees. $150 in Illinois for regular LLC versus $400. It's gonna be something like this, and just file it. And this is an error. Good old Illinois. So right now they're gonna ask you want a regular LLC, a standard limited liability company, or a series. Chances are you want to do a standard. Another question that I get asked is, should we file an LLC outside the state? Not really. I mean, unless you have a specific reason. But if you are operating in Chicago like me and you want to file an LLC, like say in Montana or Florida or something, to save taxes, you're not going to save much taxes. Taxes are done at the individual state level. So if you sell your product to someone in California, they're going to tax you California rate for that product. That's what they're going to charge you. So it doesn't really make sense. What's even a kicker is a lot of states, if your main LLC is in a different state and you operate in that state, they're going to force you to file another LLC. So essentially what you're doing is you're filing 2 LLC. So if I was to incorporate and file my LLC for this company in Montana, because of the tax benefits, right? But I'm doing businesses in Illinois, I'm going to file a foreign LLC in Illinois. So essentially I'm doing 2 LLCs. It's not worth it. I wouldn't do it. Right, so unless you have a really specific reason, and if you do have a reason, you probably wouldn't be asking the question. You'd probably be debating whether you should do it or not. So then they're going to ask you, the following is the information correct, and this is what you want to do. And yes, you name your LLC. Now, this is tricky. What I should tell you guys to do is you should Google LLC lookup for your state. You want to search for a company to make sure that it doesn't exist. I'm going to do Microsoft for Illinois, and this essentially it's going to hit. So this is what you see. So there's an active LLC right now for Microsoft. Makes sense, right? They're a big company. What you want to do is you want to search for an entity, whatever it is that your LLC that doesn't exist. So your name, your LLC should not already exist in your state. If it does, you're not going to be able to do it, right? So going back, I'm going to call YouTube company A, B, C, just because hopefully no one has that, right? And then they're going to use a couple of statements on the process on how to do it. And then they're going to ask for your address. Now, this is the address of your business, right? So if you're starting out and your business is your home, put your home address on here. So I'm putting a random address. I have no idea what this address is. Don't go to this address. The register agent. So this is what some people pay for, right? Like, so when you're paying someone a fee to be a registered agent and do this for you, this is what they're doing. essentially a registered agent is someone that is kind of the person who they communicate with, the state communicate with, right? The statement is true. An LLC cannot operate as its own registered agent, but the individual owners can, right? So this is where you'll put your name. So I'm just gonna put, again, not real address, don't go here. And then they're gonna ask you, is this correct? Hit address is correct. This page essentially asks you who are the owners of the LLC. It lists up to 8 people in Illinois. I don't know about other states. You want to put your name, your address, essentially probably your home address, right? This is basically whoever's filling out this form, fill out their name and address. This is kind of your signature saying that you're filling out the form to the best of your knowledge is correct. Continue. And this page is just to verify the information you enter. Just do a quick review to make sure everything is correct. You're the agent that's serving this, the company of the name of the LLC you want, where the place is operating your business, who owns this LLC. This asks you want to expedite this or you don't want to expedite it. I have never expedited an LLC. It takes like 1 to 3 business days. It doesn't take that long unless you want to pay the extra fee. You could. I never do it. And this is essentially it. So now they ask for your billing information. You're kind of done. After you fill this out, you're going to put in your credit card information or whatever it is to charge the government fee for starting this LLC, and then you're essentially done. You will get an email from them saying that you're a registered LLC. You'll get a second email when the LLC is formed. I don't know if they send a letter through the mail anymore. They used to. I haven't seen it for mine, so they may stop doing it. But that's it. That's really all it takes to form an LLC. And I just saved you guys like $200 to $500 by paying someone to do this. Once you get your LLC though, it is important that you register your EIN number. So you could Google that as well. The first website to show up should be this one, the government website. An EIN number is your employer identification number. It is essentially a social security number for your company. This is how you pay tax with the government. Also super simple. You read through the instructions, you apply. This is just basically saying this is a government website for government use only. Begin application. They're gonna ask what kind of entity you're setting up this for, and it's basically for your LLC, right? They're going to give you instruction on what an LLC is. So you just kind of make sure that it is what you're trying to do. And then they're going to ask for how many members of the LLC. So for my case, it'll be 1. They're going to ask what state this is conducted in. It's going to be Illinois for me. They're just going to give you more just to confirm your selection, give you more instruction on what LLC is. And then they're going to ask you why you need an EIN number. You're starting a business or you're creating a bank account. You can't create a bank account without a business bank account without an EIN number. But in our case, we're starting a new business. Okay, and this is essentially where they're gonna ask for information. So you're gonna have to put your social security number in here. This is just who's responsible for the LLC. And then after this, I'm not gonna go through this part. After this, then they're gonna ask for the address, and then you're gonna verify the detail and everything. And then essentially you'll get an email from the government as well. And you should get a letter saying, here's your EIN number, and this is what you will use. Actually, you will get a letter. The IRS will send you a letter. I got a letter from them. You basically, that's your EIN number filed somewhere. That's essentially how you pay your taxes. And that is it in a nutshell. I think I did this in less than 10 minutes. I did both. Super simple. Like I said, hopefully this video is helpful. It is. And it saved you guys some money. Hit that like button. Really let me know that you guys enjoy these content. And subscribe to the channel. There'll be more how-to videos on how to start your business. And you'll see me kind of walk through the steps on how to do one. It is not hard. It is something that you just need to do. You want to be successful and you want to, be independent. All right. See you guys next time.